snack. Me and you gonna have a little chat about books. Hi guys, I am here today to do a very exciting video. I am going to be doing a Kaitlin Recommends Booktubers edition. So I have subscribed to so many different booktubers since I did my last top 10 booktubers or whatever. I'll put a link to that video that I did before, top 10 booktubers, because I still love all of them and they are all great. So I'll put a link to that video down below and you can watch that one as well, where I talk about other booktubers if you've not already seen it. But this is my updated version, so I'm not going to have any of the same people in this one. Let's get started. The first channel that I'm going to recommend to you guys is Joe from Final Blow Joe. He is an English booktuber. I really enjoy his channel because he talks about some great SF books. A lot of his books are science fiction, and I don't tend to read a lot of science fiction yet, but it's something I want to get into more. So obviously I really enjoy his channel. He's great at interacting with me on comments and stuff, and I really enjoy all of his videos. So if you're not subscribed to him yet, definitely check him out. I will put a link to everyone who I mentioned in the description for you guys to go and check them out. And he's just a lovely human being, so definitely worth going to check out. Next, I'm going to tell you guys about Thomas from SFF 180. He is fabulous. I adore his channel. He does book reviews on his blog and on his channel, so I'll put a link to his blog and his channel. And also he does Mailbag Monday, where he gets sent loads of different books from publishers and he opens them on camera. He doesn't really know what he's going to get. Usually they are ARCs or advanced copies, and yeah, he has a great channel, he has a great concept, and he's just very likeable. So if you're not subscribed to him, you 100% should be. He has a lot of science fiction and fantasy books that he gets sent, and it's the best place to see all of the new releases, and constantly I am adding them all to my wish list. So really love his channel. Next, I have a few who you might already know. Sam from Novels and Nonsense. I didn't know Sam the last time I did my recommendation video, but obviously since subscribing to her channel, I love her videos. She is great. We're also good friends now. We've done a lot of buddy reads together. She's such a lovely human. We have a great time. Her channel's fantastic. She's always talking about wonderful books. She's the one who recommended Inda to me. She's the one who recommended the Michael J. Sullivan books to me, so she's got superb taste. And if you like fantasy, definitely check out her channel because she has a lot of fantasy recommendations that are wonderful. Next, I'm going to recommend you guys Mercedes from Mercy's Bookish Musings. She recently did a shout out video and recommended my channel, so that was fantastic because I had loads of new subscribers from that, and it was mind-blowing how awesome she is. She is a great friend of mine. We have done a lot of buddy reads together. She has fantastic taste in fantasy books, but also she reads a lot of other stuff as well. She reads classics, she reads literary fiction, she reads middle grade, she reads children, she reads all sorts of things. She's got very vast taste and she's not really afraid to try anything, which I love. She does really intelligent reviews and is an excellent YouTuber, so definitely check her out. She's wonderful. I love her channel and I watch everything she posts, even if I have no interest whatsoever in it. I think she does some wonderful reviews and it's very informative. And I just genuinely love her personality, so we get on really well. That's great. Next, I'm going to recommend Lindsay from Lindsay Ray. I really enjoy her videos. She reads a lot of science fiction and fantasy, but also she reads a lot of contemporary and YA as well, which is really cool because I don't tend to read a lot of that, and I definitely like to get recommendations from her about urban fantasy, which I haven't got into much, and also kind of YA and contemporary. Even if I don't read the books necessarily, I like to hear her thoughts. She also does a weekly wrap up of everything she reads because she reads like a machine. She is probably the fastest reader that I know, and she's fantastic and a lovely person. So again, definitely go and check her out. She's fantastic, but as I say, I'm sure loads of you already know her and are already subscribed to her. Next, I have Sana from Inkbones Books, whose channel I love. She has a series on her channel which is all about perfume and how perfume relates to different characters in books. It's really interesting, very thought-provoking, and she has some great ways of talking about characters in those videos, but she also does bi-weekly wrap-ups, I believe, or fortnightly, and also she does general book reviews. She reads a lot of the same stuff that I do, but she's awesome, and she reads other cool things. I think she's read a lot more urban fantasy than I have, which is great. She also really likes fantasy of manners and things like that. I love going to her channel for recommendations, and I cannot wait to read all of the books that I constantly add to my wish list because of her. So there's loads of books on her channel that just sound fantastic, and I cannot wait to read them, and she's fabulous, she's lovely, she's always smiling in her videos, and it's just great to sit down and watch anything that she puts up. Next I have Giselle from Giselle Bradley. She recently got back into doing booktube with a book haul, and I really enjoyed seeing everything that she had bought, and the editing of that video was fantastic. Giselle, I don't know who edited it, but it was great, and it was really funny, and I really laughed when I was watching it. So yeah, she's really sweet, she's really lovely, and I've talked to her a lot as a friend, and we've done buddy reads and stuff, but she's been moving house and kind of getting all that sorted, so now she's just got back into YouTube, and I'm so excited to see her channel really start up and kick off again because I really like her, and she's lovely, and can't wait to see more of her videos. Next I have Paul from A Common Touch Fantasy. I have talked about Paul a lot recently. I've talked about the fact that he does Sunday Shorts, which are a great series that he's just started. He talks every Sunday about all of the short fiction that he's read. Usually it has an SFF focus, which is fantastic. Obviously that's what I love. He's just really great. He doesn't have this kind of high-tech filming equipment, but I don't care. Like, to me that doesn't even make a difference because he's a lovely person. He's really charismatic and fun, and he has a great way of telling you about the books and really going into details on his thoughts, and I love that. Also, he just is such a nice person. I've spoken to him on the Goodreads group that I have, and generally on the comments of our videos, and he's just so nice. So yeah, you should definitely subscribe to him because he's one of the newer booktubers, but he's really great, and his videos are constantly improving and being more and more awesome, and he comes up with these great ideas. So yeah, I love his channel, and you should definitely check that out. Next I have Amanda, whose channel is Amanda Eggle, and I will put a link to that down below. She is actually one half of the Marvellous Reading Room, who I linked in my last booktuber recommendations video, and she recently started her own channel where she does kind of comic book hauls, because every week she goes to the comic book shop and picks up different issues of series that she's following, and I love Amanda. She's so nice and so lovely, so fun. We did a buddy read together and it was so much fun, and we talk a lot on Twitter and stuff like that. She's really wonderful, and the books that she recommends I always want to go out and buy immediately. And I recently picked up some of her recommendations and ended up really loving them, so definitely one to go and check out, especially if you're into graphic novels, because she really has a heavy focus on that, and that's fantastic. Next I have Sarah from Books and Junk. She is fantastic as well. She's lovely, she's so funny, and we have a great time doing buddy reads together. She also really likes fantasy and science fiction, but she also reads contemporary and YA, much like Lindsay. If you like Lindsay's channel, you'll probably like Sarah's because they're basically best friends and they have very similar tastes. Go and check out Sarah's channel, you definitely should. She has some great recommendations. She's also recently been doing various different videos about kind of what she's currently reading and stuff, which I always forget to do. I never do currently reading videos, but I'm always very interested in seeing what people are currently reading, and she's been doing a few different currently reading kind of videos recently, so that's great. Next we have Connor from Connor O'Brien. Connor was away from YouTube for a little while. He put up a video saying a bit more about why and stuff like that fairly recently. Basically he's back on YouTube now and he's trying to get back into the swing of things, and I love his channel. He actually reads a lot of kind of children's fiction as well as science fiction and fantasy, and I really love his channel particularly for children's fiction because I love getting recommendations, and he definitely has some fantastic recommendations in the children's fiction sort of area, and I cannot wait to read so many of the books that I see on his channel because they all sound so fun and playful and great, and yeah, fantastic. Also, he's got like the cutest dog in the world, and the dog has been in a few videos. I think he's called Nanook. Correct me if I'm wrong, Connor, but he is so cute, and oh my god, I want his dog so badly. So you should definitely check out his channel. His dog is amazing. He is too, but the dog is super cute. But his channel's fantastic and I love him as well. He's fantastic. Next I have Anna from Geektard, whose channel I think I discovered very recently, only in the last month or so. Her channel is so fun, and she is just a bubbly, charismatic, really lovely person. She kind of bounces around in her videos, she's got such enthusiasm, but she also has a very articulate way of talking about the books and really getting into the nitty-gritty of why she likes them or why she doesn't. I love her channel, I love the thumbnails that she makes for her channel, they are beautiful, and she's just such a happy and chirpy human being that is great. I'm always smiling when I watch her videos, so definitely check her out, she's fantastic. Next I have PT from PT Hilton, and PT is actually an author as well as being a booktuber, and I love that. He's also done videos about being an author and writing tips and kind of generally publishing, and also about comic books and things like that. He likes comics, and he also really likes talking about being a writer, but he does do reviews too, so he just kind of has a bit of everything, and I love being able to see authors' views on things, so it's a really interesting point of view. I also have done buddy reads with him, and he's a really nice person, so if you've not already checked him out then definitely do so. I have actually done a review of one of the books that he's written as well, so I'll put a link to that down below for you guys to check out as well, because I really enjoyed it. It was a novella, but I really enjoyed it, so if you've not checked out his channel and if you've not checked out his books then definitely do so, because I'm certain that some of them you guys may really like. Next I have Catherine from the Android's Conundrum, and she only started her YouTube channel fairly recently, but I really like it. She doesn't actually have video on her YouTube channel, she just has images of the books that she's talking about, and then she does a kind of voiceover, which I think is great because it's kind of like a podcast, and I really enjoy podcasts, and she has a great way of talking about the books that she reads. She also reads like a machine, and she tends to read loads and loads of books, which is great. She always seems to read like books back to back in a series, which I love because I am really bad at reading back to back books in a series. I get like halfway through and then I switch to something else and start that and get halfway through and then I switch again. But she just has a wonderful way with words, and she can talk about the series and make me really interested. So there's so many books on her channel that I love and I want to read because of her, so she's great as well. And that is it! 14 new booktuber choices and suggestions for you guys. So if there are any of the people here that you have not heard of, definitely check them out. I will put links to all of them in the description box. They are all wonderful, they all have their own kind of twists on things, they all have their own shows that they do and own approaches to booktubing, and although a lot of them have a heavy science fiction and fantasy focus, because obviously that's what I'm most interested in, there are a few channels that have more out there or more different genres, so definitely check all of them out because they are so good, and I would highly recommend all of them to you guys because they are just fantastic and I love them. I am obviously subscribed to them all. They're all channels that I instantly watch all of their videos whenever I see them, and I think they're all wonderful people. Definitely let me know in the comments below if there are any booktubers that I haven't mentioned that you guys really like, especially science fiction and fantasy, but not exclusively, because I would love to hear your thoughts on any booktuber that you really love for their personality, the quality of their videos, the kind of articulation that they have of their books or whatever. Definitely let me know because I'm always looking out for new and exciting channels. And thank you all for watching, and I will see you all very soon in another video. Bye! Me and you gonna have a little chat about the